The Enigma of the Midnight Rose, a tale of love and mystery. Anya Petrova was an artist, a dreamer lost in hues and shades. Her days were a rhythmic ballet of brushstrokes and inspiration, a world far removed from the city's relentless pulse. Yet, there was a yearning within her, a craving for something more than the canvas could offer. One stormy night, as rain lashed against her studio window, a peculiar package arrived. Wrapped in crimson paper, it was an enigma, a promise of something unknown. With trembling hands, Anya unwrapped it to find a single, perfect red rose nestled in a velvet box. A shiver ran down her spine as she read the accompanying note: "You are the missing piece to a puzzle I've been searching for years." Attached was a symbol intricate, almost alien, that seemed to pulsate with an otherworldly energy. Intrigue, laced with a touch of fear, propelled Anya forward. The coordinates scribbled at the note's end led her to the heart of the city, to a forgotten Victorian mansion. Its turrets were shrouded in mist, their Gothic spires reaching for a sky pregnant with thunder. The house was a relic, a silent sentinel guarding secrets of the past. Inside, the mansion was a labyrinth of shadows and echoes. Dust-kissed portraits watched from the walls, their eyes holding secrets as old as the house itself. A chill ran down Anya's spine, a mixture of excitement and apprehension. The air was thick with the scent of decay and the promise of discovery. In a room bathed in a peculiar, ethereal light, she found it, the symbol from the note etched into the oak floor. A hidden panel slid open, revealing a small, circular chamber. Within, resting on a velvet cushion, was a leather-bound journal. Its pages were filled with a world unknown, cryptic equations, star maps, and haunting sketches. The author, Elias, was a name lost to time, a star that had vanished from the celestial map. Anya felt a connection to this stranger, a resonance that defied logic. As she turned the pages, she was transported into a world of cosmic exploration, a realm where dreams and reality blurred, a world that promised adventure, danger, and a discovery that could change everything. Anya was consumed by the world of Elias. His journal was a portal to a mind that danced with stars and theories, a universe of intellect and passion. She spent countless hours deciphering his cryptic notes, her mind stretching to comprehend the cosmic equations and celestial maps. There was a method in his madness, a logic veiled in obscurity. The more she delved into his work, the more convinced she became that Elias had stumbled upon something extraordinary, something that could redefine our understanding of the universe. Days turned into nights as she immersed herself in the world of astronomy. Constellations became familiar companions, their patterns holding secrets waiting to be unveiled. She joined astronomy clubs, devouring books and attending lectures, her thirst for knowledge insatiable. A newfound confidence bloomed within her. The timid artist was transforming into a determined explorer, her spirit ignited by the quest to unravel the mysteries of the cosmos. As she delved deeper into Elias' work, she realized that his disappearance was not accidental. There were hints, subtle clues scattered throughout the journal, suggesting a dangerous secret, a pursuit that had cost him his life. A chill ran down her spine. She was no longer just an observer, but a participant in a cosmic mystery, a game with stakes far higher than she could have imagined. The line between reality and fantasy blurred, and Anya found herself drawn into a world where shadows lurked and the unknown held terrifying possibilities. Anya's obsession with Elias deepened with each passing day. His journal became her Bible, its pages worn from constant handling. She spent countless hours deciphering his cryptic notes, her mind a labyrinth of theories and possibilities. There were moments of frustration when the pages seemed to mock her intelligence, but the allure of discovery kept her going. Then came Ethan, a whirlwind of energy and intellect. His arrival was as unexpected as the enigmatic rose. An archaeologist by profession, he possessed a keen eye for detail and a mind that thrived on puzzles. Drawn to the mansion's aura of mystery, he found himself entangled in the same web of intrigue as Anya. Their first meeting was a spark igniting a bonfire. They spoke the same language, a language of curiosity, of exploration, of the unknown. There was an instant connection, a recognition of kindred spirits. Together, they embarked on a journey through Elias' world, their minds entwined as they deciphered the astronomer's cryptic messages. The mansion became their sanctuary, a place where time stood still as they pored over the journal's pages. The old house seemed to resonate with their energy, its creaking floorboards and echoing halls becoming the backdrop to their intellectual pursuits. Their partnership evolved into something deeper, a bond forged in the crucible of shared dreams and aspirations. Anya found in Ethan a balance to her introspective nature, a grounding force that brought her back to earth when her mind soared too high. Ethan, in turn, discovered in Anya a depth of imagination and intuition that complemented his logical approach. Their love story was a quiet symphony, played out against the backdrop of the mansion's grandeur. It was a love built on mutual respect, shared dreams, and an unwavering belief in the extraordinary. As the days turned into weeks, their bond deepened, a testament to the power of human connection. Their partnership flourished, their minds entwined in the intricate puzzle that was Elias' life. The mansion became their sanctuary, a place where time stood still as they pored over the journal's pages. The old house seemed to resonate with their energy, its creaking floorboards and echoing halls becoming the backdrop to their intellectual pursuits. Yet, as they delved deeper into the mystery, shadows began to emerge. It was as if the mansion itself was guarding its secrets jealously. Strange occurrences began to haunt them: inexplicable sounds, flickering lights, and a pervasive sense of being watched. Anya started having vivid dreams, filled with symbols and cryptic messages mirroring those in Elias' journal. The line between sleep and reality blurred, and she often woke up disoriented, her mind racing with fragments of a forgotten memory. Ethan, too, was affected. His archaeological intuition sharpened, and he began to see patterns in the seemingly random events. The mansion, he theorized, was more than just a building, it was a living entity, perhaps even a guardian of Elias' secrets. Their love, while deepening, was tested by the growing sense of unease. The thrill of discovery was now tinged with fear, a fear of the unknown lurking in the shadows of the mansion. They were no longer just partners in intellectual pursuit, they were explorers venturing into uncharted territory, a world where the line between reality and the supernatural was dangerously thin. As the days turned into weeks, the mansion morphed from a place of intrigue into a battleground for their minds. Strange occurrences became commonplace: inexplicable cold spots, eerie whispers, and shadows that seemed to dance in the corners of their vision. It was as if the house was alive, a watchful guardian of its secrets. Their bond, forged in shared passion, was tested by the growing unease. Fear, a silent intruder, crept into their hearts, casting long shadows on their optimism. Yet, their love for each other became a beacon in the darkness, a source of strength in the face of the unknown. Then came the night of the storm. As thunder rattled the windows, a figure emerged from the shadows: a man, tall and imposing, his eyes glinting with a predatory intensity. He introduced himself as Silas, a historian with a particular interest in the mansion's history. But Silas was more than he seemed. His eyes held a knowledge that went beyond mere academic curiosity. There was a cold calculation in his demeanor, a hint of desperation that made Anya and Ethan wary. It soon became clear that Silas was on the same path as them, driven by a hunger for the secrets the mansion held. The once peaceful world of the mansion was now a battlefield, with Anya, Ethan, and Silas as the opposing forces. The lines were drawn, and the stakes had never been higher. The mansion, with its secrets and shadows, had become more than just a building, it was a crucible, testing their courage, their love, and their very sanity. The arrival of Silas had transformed their peaceful pursuit into a high-stakes game. The mansion, once a sanctuary, was now a battlefield of intellect and will. Anya and Ethan found themselves caught in a dangerous dance, their every move calculated, their trust in each other the only anchor in the storm. A breakthrough came unexpectedly. While poring over one of Elias' sketches, Anya noticed a peculiar pattern, a sequence of symbols that seemed to defy logic. Ethan, with his archaeological mind, recognized it as a celestial map, a blueprint of the night sky at a specific point in time. It was a revelation. Elias hadn't merely been an astronomer, he was a cartographer of the cosmos, charting a course to a hidden celestial body. The mansion, with its peculiar architecture and underground chambers, was more than just a house. It was a cosmic observatory, a portal to the stars. But the discovery also brought new dangers. Silas, sensing their breakthrough, intensified his efforts. The mansion became a battleground, each room a potential site for a confrontation. Anya and Ethan found themselves caught in a deadly game of cat and mouse, their love and trust their only weapons. The realization that they were on the cusp of a monumental discovery filled them with both excitement and terror. The world they knew was about to change, and they were at the epicenter of that change. The tension in the mansion had reached a boiling point. Silas, a shadow lurking in the corners, was growing increasingly desperate. His eyes, filled with a feverish ambition, held a dangerous promise. Anya and Ethan knew that a confrontation was inevitable. One stormy night, as thunder rattled the windows, Silas made his move. Armed with a knowledge of the mansion's layout, he cornered Anya and Ethan in the heart of the house, the room where they had first discovered Elias' journal. The ensuing confrontation was a ballet of fear and courage. Silas, driven by a lust for power and knowledge, fought with a feral intensity. Anya and Ethan, their love for each other their only shield, fought back with a desperation born of survival. The climax came in the heart of the mansion, in the room where it all began. As thunder cracked outside, a final confrontation unfolded. The room, a battleground of shadows and light, was the stage for a duel of intellect and will. With a final, desperate lunge, Silas lunged at Anya. In a split second, Ethan intervened, shielding Anya from the blow. As he collapsed to the ground, a single word escaped his lips, a word that held the key to everything: Celestia. With Ethan's dying breath, the final piece of the puzzle fell into place. Celestia, it was the name of the hidden celestial body Elias had sought. A name whispered by the stars, a destination that awaited them. Ethan's death was a chasm that opened in their lives. Grief, a relentless tide, threatened to engulf them. Yet, in the depths of their sorrow, a flicker of determination remained. Ethan's dying words, Celestia, echoed in their minds, a promise of a future beyond their grief. Celestia, a name whispered by the stars, became their North Star. The mansion, once a place of terror, transformed into a sanctuary of hope. In the quiet hours, they pored over Elias' journal, searching for clues, for a path that would lead them to Celestia. The journey was fraught with challenges. They faced skepticism from the scientific community, and their theories were dismissed as the ramblings of heartbroken dreamers. But their love for Ethan, and their shared belief in the impossible, fueled their determination. With each step, they were drawn deeper into a world beyond their comprehension. They studied astronomy, cosmology, and ancient civilizations. They deciphered cryptic messages hidden in art, music, and literature. Their quest became a pilgrimage, a spiritual journey as much as a scientific one. The world shrank as they ventured into remote corners of the globe, following the breadcrumbs left by Elias. From the ancient ruins of Machu Picchu to the desolate plains of the Gobi Desert, they searched for answers, their hearts heavy with loss but their spirits undeterred. As their journey deepened, so too did the shadows that cloaked their path. What began as a personal quest for closure had morphed into something far more sinister. Hidden within the labyrinth of Elias' work, Anya and Ethan stumbled upon a truth so profound that it shook the very foundations of their world. Elias hadn't simply been an astronomer, driven by a thirst for knowledge. He was a pioneer, a man who had dared to question the cosmic order. His research pointed to the existence of a hidden celestial body, a world beyond human comprehension, a key that could unlock the universe's greatest mysteries. But the allure of such knowledge was a double-edged sword. A shadowy organization, cloaked in secrecy, had been tracking Elias' work. Their interest was not in scientific discovery but in harnessing the power of this celestial body for their nefarious ends. The enigmatic symbol, once a mere curiosity, now held a terrifying significance. It was a map, a celestial compass pointing to the hidden world, but the path to this world was perilous, guarded by unseen forces and riddled with deadly traps. Fear not at their resolve, but their love for each other and their unwavering belief in the truth propelled them forward. They knew that the fate of humanity might rest on their shoulders. The world they once knew was slipping away, replaced by a reality of shadows, secrets, and a cosmic race against time. The revelation about Elias's secret project and the existence of a hidden celestial body had thrown their lives into disarray. No longer were they simply two people consumed by a historical mystery, they were now at the forefront of a cosmic race, a battle against unseen forces. Silas, the enigmatic historian, had become a constant shadow. His presence was a chilling reminder of the stakes involved. He was more than a rival, he was a predator, his eyes glinting with a hunger for power that was both terrifying and intoxicating. Anya and Ethan realized they needed allies. They sought out experts, scientists, and historians who might be able to assist them. Their journey led them to a reclusive astrophysicist, Dr. Evelyn Carter, a woman with a reputation for radical theories. She was intrigued by their findings, but her skepticism was slowly eroded by the compelling evidence they presented. Their quest for knowledge took them to the farthest corners of the globe. They deciphered ancient texts, studied forgotten languages, and explored hidden chambers. Each discovery brought them closer to their goal, but it also brought them closer to danger. The shadowy organization, sensing their progress, intensified its efforts. Their lives became a maze of close calls and narrow escapes. Cars were sabotaged, their communications intercepted, and their every move monitored. Paranoia gnawed at them, the line between reality and paranoia blurring. Love, their anchor in this tempestuous sea, deepened. It was in the quiet moments, when the world seemed to disappear, that they found solace. Their bond, forged in fire, was their greatest strength. They knew that together, they could face anything. Their journey took them to the heart of Siberia, a land of ice and solitude. A cryptic reference in Elias' journal pointed to a remote research station, a relic of the Cold War era. It was here, they believed, that they would find the final piece of the puzzle. The journey was arduous. They braved blizzards, endured frostbite, and confronted the unforgiving wilderness. Their physical and mental endurance was tested to its limits. Yet, their determination was a beacon, guiding them through the darkest hours. The research station was a ghost town, a skeletal structure against the vast expanse of snow. Inside, they found remnants of a scientific endeavor that had been abruptly halted. Dust-covered equipment, abandoned notes, and a sense of desolation hung heavy in the air. Days turned into weeks as they sifted through the remnants of the past. Their hope dwindled with each passing day. The cold seeped into their bones, mirroring the despair that crept into their hearts. But then, a breakthrough came. A hidden compartment, discovered behind a false wall, revealed a series of data disks. The data contained a map, a celestial chart, unlike anything they had seen before. It was a roadmap to Celestia, a blueprint for a journey beyond human comprehension. With renewed hope, Anya and Ethan realized that their quest was far from over. It was merely the beginning of a cosmic odyssey. The Siberian research station yielded a treasure trove of information. The data disks contained star maps, complex equations, and cryptic notes that painted a picture of a scientific endeavor far more advanced than its time. It was clear that Elias and his team had been on the cusp of a breakthrough, a discovery that could have changed the course of human history. But with this newfound knowledge came a new level of danger. The shadowy organization, sensing their proximity to the truth, intensified their efforts. Their pursuit became a relentless hunt, a game of cat and mouse played out on a global stage. Anya and Ethan became fugitives, their identities compromised, and their lives in constant peril. They moved like shadows, their existence a fragile balance between revelation and oblivion. The world they once knew had vanished, replaced by a clandestine existence, filled with secrecy and fear. Their love, a steadfast beacon in the storm, was their only solace. In the quiet moments, when the world seemed to disappear, they found refuge in each other's arms. Their bond, forged in fire, was their armor, protecting them from the darkness that sought to consume them. They realized they could not do this alone. They needed allies, people who shared their belief in the truth, people who were brave enough to stand against the shadows. With careful planning, they established a network of contacts, scientists, and journalists who were willing to risk everything for the sake of knowledge. Their journey was far from over. The road to Celestia was paved with uncertainty, danger, and sacrifice. But with each step, their determination grew stronger. They were no longer just survivors, they were pioneers, charting a course into the unknown, their legacy intertwined with the fate of humanity.